Shalom, 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 shalom. Oh man, I got something good. I got something good and great big for y'all. Woo! Shalom, Naja, and PD Chicago, hashtag B1, Princess Micah Yah. Welcome, welcome. Brandy, Lady D. Oh, wow. Y'all, this day was unbelievable in the stock market. And man, we got to get into this one. This place is going down, and you never realize how fast it is until you start watching what's going on. This place is going down fast, y'all. We are like we're in free fall. For real. We are in free fall, y'all. Man, you Hebrews, y'all stay prayed up. For real. We are in free fall. All right. Just gonna let a few people come in and then I will get started. Yes, wait until I show you what I have. This place is damn near gone for real. It's going to be gone in no time, y'all. The Most High got this. It's going to be gone in no time. Yeah, well, it is doing that. This place is probably going to sink financially over this coronavirus. I can tell y'all that right now. We are on the fast track of a financial collapse. They have lost so much money in a short period of time. It's not even funny. Wait until you hear how much was lost today. Wait until you hear how much was lost today. It's going to blow your mind. All right, y'all. All right, we got 101 people in here. So since we're over 100, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Y'all, Donald Trump came out and gave the lamest ass public address on the coronavirus known to mankind, y'all. It was terrible. He said only 15 people in the country had coronavirus, which is false. And he said that by next week, we'll have 0 people in the country with coronavirus. False again. All right. And that's a very dangerous thing for him to do, because if you listen to him, you're going to let all your defenses down and not even try to, take precautions, wash your hands, take supplements, build up your immune system, build up your children's immune system. You wouldn't take no precautions if you listen to him. And it's a bold-faced lie. Now, technically, Donald Trump was not even supposed to be there running his mouth. He hijacked that entire press conference from the doctors. The doctors were supposed to speak, and he hijacked the whole thing. Donald Trump is not a medical expert, and he is not in any position to tell you a virus is going to go away that they have no cure for. And the damn thing is super contagious. But this is what he did yesterday. He got dragged bad on social media over that. A lot of people are nervous. They're scared. They don't know what's going to happen. But this thing is spreading, y'all. Now, I got a video coming out talking about the stock market tomorrow, but this is a little different from what I put out in my video, which you'll see tomorrow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and share my screen. Now, I want you to look at this chart. I want you to look at this chart that I have. The Dow had its worst day in its history. It's had its worst day in its history. The last time they saw something similar to this, thank you, Demetrius, for the super chat. The last time they saw something similar to this, y'all, was 2008, when we had our last stock market crash. So it gets worse from here. It gets far worse. I want you to listen to this video that came out on CNN Business. It's going to blow your mind.
The Dow tumbling more than 1,000 points today as the world economy reacts to the growing coronavirus outbreak. The Dow and S&P now on track for the worst week since the 2008 financial crisis, falling sharply all week. The Dow dropping 10% below its most recent peak, putting it into correction territory. CNN's Allison Kosik joins me now live from the stock exchange. Allison, talk us through just how significant this is.
Well, clearly this is super significant. You know, jaw-dropping to see the Dow fall over 1,100 points. And it's especially significant because look what happened last week. Just last week, we saw the major indices hitting all-time highs. And it just took 10 trading sessions for the Dow to go from an all-time high to a correction, which happened today, which is a 10% fall from a recent high. Even when stocks were reaching those lofty highs, there was a lot of concern that traders would kind of be in for a rude awakening because there was a lot of complacency about the coronavirus. Well, now that rude awakening has come because, Jake, more than $1 trillion in stock market value has literally been wiped out. Jake?
And Allison, Goldman Sachs is warning American companies.
Did y'all hear that? Today, they wiped out $1 trillion in stocks. That was this is what was lost today on the stock market. $1 trillion in stocks wiped out in one day. Okay, listen to me. This coronavirus is killing the U.S. right now. That's a lot of damn money. Shit, they could have gave us our reparations with that damn money. Couldn't they? Let's go on. I'm going to continue.
Companies will likely generate no earnings in 2020.
That is what Goldman Sachs has reported today, saying that U.S. companies are expected to report no profit gains for the year. Some are saying that's a little inflammatory, but it's basing its very downgraded forecast on the impact of the coronavirus being more widespread than first expected. It's also a reflection of a decline in Chinese economic activity, a decline in lower demand in U.S. exports, and supply chain disruptions for U.S. companies, which we are hearing from today from Microsoft, Anheuser-Busch, and of course we've heard from Apple. Now there is one bright spot. We did see shares of 3M rise today. It looks like investors are bullish on masks.
Allison, obviously people invest generally for decades, not for weeks or months. Will Americans feel this in their wallets at some point? And if so, when?
I mean, that is really hard to say. It depends, of course, on what happens with the coronavirus. I think what you're going to see sooner and what we are seeing now is companies feeling that hit. I just mentioned Microsoft and Apple and Anheuser-Busch. They're having huge supply disruptions, meaning they get their products or parts of their products from China. They can't even get those products either made or sent back here to put the products together. So you're seeing companies really get hit already and sending out warnings before their earnings come out.
All right, y'all. Companies are already saying.
How likely is it if the U.S.
companies are already saying they expect no profit for this year? They're already projecting they're not going to make no money this year. Y'all hear this? You hear this? I mean, this is like mind blowing. And it's not just one or two companies. It is a lot of companies coming forward to tell you they know damn well they ain't going to make a dime this year. They're already price gouging the mask. But what I'm going to say to you is don't worry about that. Even if you can't get one disposable mask, don't worry about that. Just go on Amazon. I'm going to show you the washable ones where you can just have it and wash it and just wear it again. That's probably the best one to get anyway, because you can reuse it over and over and over with no problem. And they're cheap. They're really cheap. All right, let me share my screen with you again to show you these on Amazon. I bought a bunch of them, and we have some already, but I'm just getting new ones because I just want to have them on hand. So there is an alternative if you cannot get the disposable face mask, because they are price gouging them suckers. Some of them are charging over $100 just for 50 masks. That's outrageous. So I'm just going to show you this on Amazon. Here we go. You can get the washable ones where as soon as you get home, if you're out in public, you can take it off, drop it in your wash machine or hand wash it and just dry it and then wear it again. You can get this kind. Or, you know, I have this. I have a couple of different ones. And I have some that you just put around, it goes around your neck and you just pull it up to your face. I'm sure you've seen those. It's like this. And you just pull it all the way down on your neck. And then you just lift it up and cover half of your face with this type. And these are not that expensive. They're almost like putting a bandana around, but it's covering your neck and your face. And these are $16.99. And I have seen some of the mask, like this one, you can get for $11.90. So they're not expensive, but it's a good mask for you to have. Here's one for $13.99. All right. So you just need something sufficient enough to cover your face. It don't have to be a disposable one. Don't think if you don't have that, then you're out of luck. That's not true. Okay. And technically you can use a bandana if you got one big enough where you could wrap it around your face and tie it in the back. You can actually use that too. So, you know, it's just to have as a precaution. We know it's not going to do much because they said you got to cover your eyes. So you got to put something over your eyes too. But yeah, if you have something, it don't hurt to have it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, nothing that's going to work on this coronavirus is foolproof, but if you can prevent yourself from inhaling somebody coughing around you, then, you know, if you can put some barrier on your face, it still helps a little. This is 2 masks for $10, free shipping. So, you know, even if you don't have a big wallet, you could probably get something like this. And another thing that they're saying to people is to get the latex gloves, the rubber gloves for your hands. Because you don't want, you know, at this point, you don't want to be out in public grabbing on doorknobs and door handles that multiple people have grabbed. Yeah, you can get the N95s. They have those here too, you know. So if you can't find disposable, you can get the washable ones. Okay, we can put that in. Yeah, see, here are the N95. So you can come out here and just browse and see what they have and see if you can find something affordable for yourself. You know, they're not price gouging the gloves yet, but they are definitely price gouging the disposable face mask. You know, yep, Lysol, and get some good supplements, colloidal silver. Yep, all of those things are good. You know, you don't want to be wide open out there. Just be careful wherever you go. And stay away from crowds, y'all. If you don't have to be in a big crowd, don't be in any big crowds right now. Not a smart thing to do. Because, you know, they have a case right now over in California of somebody that got the coronavirus. They have never traveled outside of the U.S. And, you know, just because they get one person, that certainly don't mean that's the only person with the coronavirus. That's the only person they were able to determine have it. Now, they keep saying it's only 60 people in the U.S. with it. I believe it's already thousands of people in the U.S. with it. How do you know that if you did not test the population? The population has not been tested. So there's no way they can give us a number that low and say that's it. That is not even believable. All right? Not even believable. Yeah, it's scary, you know, but look, we got to go on living no matter what happens. And remember, the Most High said he's not going to lose one of us, not one. He's not going to lose not one of us. Not one. And I believe that. Yeah, I mean, y'all got a lot of good suggestions there, and I do agree with that. Kim Jones said stock up on chicken broth. Yeah, very good. High in vitamin C. So, yeah, I'm with y'all. I believe what's happening is unstoppable. I really do. I don't think this is one of those trains that it's like being on a train with no brakes. Thank you. Is the vessel that brings life. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, this thing is unstoppable, y'all. They're not going to stop what's happening. There's no way. No way. If 60 people have it, yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree with that. Yeah, and you got to understand the people that they let out of quarantine, they probably going on and living their life, not even realizing that they're infecting people. Think about that. You're still contagious even if you don't feel the symptoms. So it's no telling how many of those folks have left quarantine, gone around their friends, gone around their family, visited restaurants, been in the supermarket. They've been everywhere. You know? So it's no telling how bad this thing is going to get. But I know one thing, there's no cure for it, and they certainly can't stop it at all. And I went out on Guardian Live, and man, more countries are being listed in there, more deaths. I mean, this thing is just unbelievable how fast it's moving across the earth. It's moving fast. And there's a second African nation, Algeria, now have a case. So Egypt and Algeria are the two cases in Africa. Two countries, I should say, in Africa that have the coronavirus. And so far, it seems to be the northern part of Africa. So, yeah, this is scary. But we knew this was coming. You know, all of the prophecies are coming to pass. You know, I knew it was coming, but boy, I didn't know how fast it was going to impact the stock market, because I was looking at the stock market last week and everything was still up. Everything was going normal. And man, as soon as Monday came, it took a nosedive, and it's been taking a nosedive ever since, all week. This is day 4 of the stocks being down. But man, when I heard how much they lost, $1 trillion in stocks today, oh man, that just blows your mind. How do you rebound when there's so much uncertainty about what this coronavirus is going to do? And they, like I said, these elites, they know what this thing is going to do. They're already telling you, my business ain't going to make no money this year. There'll be no revenue made. And I looked at another site before I came on here, and the analysts were saying there is going to be no revenue made in 2020. None. No business is going to make any good money or any revenue or gains this year. Can you imagine a year in America where no revenue is made? Wow. That's all I have to say. That's crazy. So y'all, I'm going to let you go because I got another premiere coming up at 6 o'clock. I hope you're all there. And, we'll keep a watch on the stock market to see what's going to happen because, ladies and gentlemen, it's amazing to see how much money they're losing. But you can best believe eventually this is going to trickle down to everybody's wallet out here. You can best believe it's coming. So if you can stock up on the necessities, try to do it. If not, just do the best that you can. I know everybody is in different financial situations, and that's completely understood. But be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen, and stay prayed up. Shalom, family.